Give you a quick tour of Stadia. I am currently just capturing my screen and just recording myself on a microphone, so I'm not doing their in-game capture or anything. On their streaming thing and capture, it doesn't really work when you're going through the interface. It's only when you want a game. Right, a couple of things I want to say. First of all, this is free for a month and then it's $8.99, but my mate Brandon, he signed up and he hasn't got to pay until April, so there must be somewhere a deal that's free for 3 months, so have a good old search around for it. I should have done that for you, shouldn't I? And then I could have put it in a link. Do it yourself, do some work. Right, another thing that I really want to say about this is I set up my first account on a different Google account to my Katumi one, and then I claimed various games. And then I tried to stream to YouTube, but you can only stream to whatever Google account you've got on Stadia. So I couldn't stream to the right account. So I shut that one down and I opened up this one, which is connected to my Katumi account. Now, when I was on my old one, I claimed a game, which was Steel Titans. So in the store, it was this game here, Monster Jam Steel Titans. I claimed that in the Pro for free. And yesterday I re-logged into my other account and I was able to play it for free. Yet on this account, that's not free anymore. It's £18.89 now. So if you claim a game when it's free, it remains free for you. But if you don't claim it and then it's not free anymore, like a game on Xbox being taken off Game Pass, then you would have to buy it. So make sure you claim everything. Now when you go to the Pro section of the website up here, there'll be a button which is usually up here somewhere, I think, where you can just say claim everything. I think it's there, but because there's nothing for me to claim, the button's not there at the moment, and you can just go through and claim individual ones if you want as well. So at the moment, these are the games that are currently free that I've claimed, and obviously Steel Titans, Monster Jam, Thingy Bob is not in here. They've just released number 2. So, well, on Stadia they have anyway. So I think that's why they're now charging for number 1, like it might pique some interest in number 1. So these are the games that I have claimed. They're the ones that are currently free. Obviously more games get added. I'm going to go into the store as well, so you can see the games that are in the store. You can see the sort of prices that they are. So there is a sale on. So we'll go to this. These games, you can see the prices. And you can look at these and you can think, that's free on Game Pass. Or that was free on Xbox Gold 10 years ago. I mean, like, look, Watch Dogs 2 in here. It's only $11.99, but I think Watch Dogs, complete edition as well. So that's Watch Dogs 1. Again, it's only $11.99. It's not a lot of money, is it? But these are old games. Watch Dogs Legion. I read a thing earlier on today where there is a leak that Watch Dogs Legion could be coming to Game Pass. And it's kind of like a cryptic tweet where someone said, I can't remember what it was, I'm going to get this completely wrong, but let's pretend, he said, as I was walking into the game studio, I passed a Legion of fans. So he was kind of trying to drop a few words here and there, but it really looks like Watch Dogs Legion might come to Game Pass. So if you're thinking of buying it, hang on for a bit, because it probably will appear. Right, other things that I want to show you. So they're the games that are on sale. We'll go back to the store and you can have a look at all the games that are in here, like just normal ones. So, I mean, like new releases, Saints Row the 3rd remastered, 35 quid. Isn't that been out for ages? So yeah, the new Monster Jam is in here. And a couple of others. There really isn't much, it's got to be said. So this was free previously, but now it's on a pro deal, they call it, for $18.89. So make sure you do claim them, otherwise you miss out on that opportunity. And these ones are all the ones which are free. There are more. You can click on where it says see all and see more, but we've seen those ones already. They're all the ones that I claimed. And then we have these. So all games. So I'll go in there. That's the best place to go. I'll show you all of them. I did mention on the other video, for those who haven't seen that video, I'm using an Xbox One controller from the old Xbox One, not even the Xbox One X. My controller, I'm on a MacBook. It's with the M1 chip from 2020, and the controller's a Wi-Fi controller, Bluetooth controller, yeah, Bluetooth, and it works perfectly fine on here. My friend is using a PlayStation 5 controller. We played each other on F1 2020, it worked pretty good, it was quite impressive. And his controller doesn't vibrate, so he isn't getting feedback on his controller. maybe they'll update that, I don't know, but he says so far it's never done it, so it's never vibrated, his controller hasn't. So that's a PS5 controller, but it does work, so that's good. He's not on Mac, he's on Windows. So I'm on Mac, he's on Windows. I mean, if you think about just that, that's pretty good, isn't it? We're both playing F1 2020, both streaming it from Stadia, both playing it through a Chrome browser, me on a MacBook, him on a Windows computer, me using an Xbox controller, him using a PS5 controller, playing against each other. That's pretty bloody awesome when you think about it. So these are the rest of the games. My niece and nephew love this. I've got the demo of it. I mean, they're only really, really young, so they don't need the full game. They just, I mean, they've got no idea what they're doing. The girl is a little bit older, so she always wins, and the boy just goes to the corner and moves around in circles and gets excited. But yeah, they love this game. But I might buy the full game for them one day. Oh, I've just noticed over here, our scroll bar's only right up there, look. So there's quite a few. There's a lot more than I thought there were. So I'll carry on scrolling through. I'm not going to pick any out, but I'm going to scroll reasonably quickly. So if you want to slow it down yourself. Far Cry's in here, look. I mean, Xbox keep trying to get us to buy Far Cry, don't they? They keep bundling it all together. Grid, that's a nice game. And making it very cheap. I haven't yet. I haven't had Far Cry 5, and I also don't have the other one either. Whatever it's called, New Dawn or something. But I am interested. I might get them one day. Little Big Workshop, that's in there. That's good. That's a Game Pass game, I think, isn't it? Pretty sure it is. MotoGP 20, that's just gone for free on Game Pass as well. So that's a £50 game in here. You get free on Game Pass. Now, obviously, there's probably going to go the other way. Like Little Nightmares 2 is free on here, but you do have to buy that on Xbox. So it goes both ways. But I do think overall, Xbox and Game Pass is giving you a damn sight more than this is. But at the moment, this isn't available, really, is it? I was going to get that, but I can't justify spending 50 quid on it. I just think it's too much. I think it's too expensive. I've got used to my Oculus Quest now, and games cost almost nothing. Now, I've come back on the Xbox, look at what's just come out, and they're all really expensive by comparison. I've been spending like 15 quid on a game, and that's a lot of money on the Quest. Whereas you get on Xbox and you think, oh, this looks nice, and then you go to buy it and it's like £70, and you're thinking, oh, hang on a minute. I think it's just too much. Star Wars, Jedi Fallen Order, that's on Xbox Game Pass for free, I believe. And the new one, what's the flying one? I can't remember what it's called. But that is also coming to Game Pass soon as well. Strange Brigade, that was on Game Pass. I don't know if it still is, but it was. Division 2. I like the Division 2. I only played it like before it came out. As soon as it actually properly released, I never touched it again. I really need to get back into playing that. It was good. I want to get the New York map though, because I preferred New York. I've been to New York, so I kind of know it a little bit better as well, and it's nice to go around somewhere that you know. So I'd quite like one of London, because I know London really well. No games are set in Nuneaton. That never happens. Right, not many games are set in Bogota either, so they're the two places I live. Right, that is your collection of games. Right, another thing I want to tell you. On Google Chrome, you can obviously have those little extensions on your browser. And there is an extension, it's called, where is it? My extensions, this one here, Stadia Enhanced. So if you get Google Stadia, make sure you go to the Google Chrome extensions store and get this, Stadia Enhanced. What that does is it adds this. You have to shut down your browser and open it again, but it adds this little drop down thing, and in here you can change stuff. And one of the things you can change is this, your resolution while streaming. So you can crank it all the way up to 2160, which is nice. There's a various other bits and bobs you can change in here as well, and there's a few things that Google Stadia don't allow you to do because it says your computer ain't good enough for whatever it might be, like HDR or 4K gaming or whatever. So the options just aren't available for you. But when you install this, those options become available, so you can override their settings. Now, I've got a Retina display on a MacBook, so I want them to give me the best quality they can, and then my computer can do whatever it does with that, so I get the best looking game. So I've installed this. Brandon told me about it. Cheers, Brandon. It was very impressive. I like it. He told me about Stadia as well, to be honest. He got it before me. That's who I was playing against on F1 2020. So yeah, get this this extension. It is bloody good. It adds lots of little extras, and I think there's some other stuff that it does as well. It does all that, but there might be other things like hidden away in here. This here, like blurring out my name, I don't know whether that's part of that extension or not, but I know that I ticked a box the last time I was streaming to say put me in streamer mode, and that automatically blurred personal information, which is really handy. I mean, I don't care because all it is my gamer ID, and I'm very happy to share my gamer ID. It's Katumi74. So I don't really mind about those things, but that's a really nice little feature for anyone who is recording, going to put something on YouTube, and they don't want to share any of their personal information. So that's pretty cool, really. And I think that's about it. You can add people. I haven't got any friends on here anymore because I had to shut my account down, so I haven't added any of my friends back into the new one. I need to do that. So there we go, guys. That was just a little look around the interface of Stadia, because when I streamed before I wanted to show it you, but I couldn't. It runs on Google Chrome, on any computer. I'm on a MacBook. It'll run on Windows as well, obviously. But yeah, it's good because it's all we've got. Come September, when Xbox has got a like a web browser version of this, and whatever PlayStation are doing, they'll probably have done it by then as well. Then I imagine when that happens, Xbox is probably going to be better. It's just got a lot more studios involved. There's a lot more games at launch, and I just think they are more invested in it. And I mean, we know that Google aren't that invested in Stadia at all, are they? They've already said various things and gone back on their word various times. But for now, it is a really bloody good option, and it's very nice to do that cross-platform play. Me, Xbox controller, MacBook, my friend, PS5 controller, Windows computer, both playing a game together. That's pretty awesome. There we go. Let me know what you think. Have you bought it? Are you buying it? Did you get the 3-month code? If you did get a code for a 3-month thing, pop the website address of where you got it from in the comments, and let other people know. I did just 1 month, but I did sign up twice, and it's very bloody obvious that it's the same person because all my accounts are linked. But as I said before, it wasn't the account that's connected to my Katumi YouTube. So I was on that one for about 3 weeks, and then I opened the new one, and then I shut down the old one. But yesterday is when I shut down the old one. And before I shut it down, I did go on Steel Titans on my phone, and it worked. So it was still free, definitely. Whereas on this account, if I want to play that game, I have got to buy it. So make sure you claim everything. Even if you don't think you're going to play it, you might do in the future. Or, you might meet someone, a new girlfriend or boyfriend, and they might want to play it. So it's definitely worth claiming them. I mean, it doesn't download anything or like that. What it does do, when you go to your home, it puts up the game you played last. So that's the game I played last on here. And then in your library, it shows all the games that you've claimed. I've got no idea if there's any limit to how many you can claim. I very much doubt that there is. But yeah, these are all the ones that I can play. Most of these I will never play, but I'm certainly claiming them. Right, that's it, guys. That is all from me. Leave comments, let me know what you think. And any questions about Google Stadia that you think I might be able to answer, then by all means ask them. And with a little bit of luck, somebody else will answer them and I won't need to. But if I can, I will. And I will, if you want to see any of these games, if you want me to do a little bit of, have a little bit of a play on any of these in particular, I'll just scroll through them slowly. This looks quite nice, this does. It's a very pretty looking game. The water looks really nice on it. But yeah, if you want to have a look at any of these in particular, I suppose I could play it for a bit. And chuck it up on my channel so that you can have a look. I mean, I play this on VR on the Oculus Quest 2, and on VR this is stunningly brilliant. It feels amazing to play. You feel like Neo from the Matrix, and you're moving really slowly, and some bullets are just going past your eyes. You can catch the bullets in your hands, or you can bat them out of the way with a frying pan. But it just feels brilliant in VR. It really does. But on a controller, it's not the same. It's a bit boring on a console or the computer, but in VR, it's absolutely stunning. What else we got? I'm quite glad that's on here because I did quite fancy having a crack at this. So yeah, I'm quite glad that's on there. It's my sort of genre of music as well. And obviously F1 2020 is in there, which is a brilliant game, which I play a lot. So I'm quite happy about that. But of course, I'm back to bare bones. I haven't unlocked anything or anything like that because it's a different platform, isn't it? So all of my stuff's on Xbox. So although it's the same game, it's obviously not the same save. Right, let me just think. Is there anything else I can show you? Controller info. Use a mouse. Got it. If you wanted to read that, I'll click on these things and then you'll see. What my friend's got, he's got one of them Chromecast things on his telly. So he uses this from his laptop, and he sort of does the Chromecast thing with a little USB doofer in his TV. I only use it on my MacBook using the MacBook screen. I've also used it on the phone. So I've got I've got a few different phones. I've installed it on my Android one, which is a Huawei something, I don't know what it is. But I've used it on there and it works fine. Everything plays really nicely. I've got an iPhone as well. I've not put it onto the iPhone. So I can't comment as to whether one's better than the other or anything like that. Connection tips. If you didn't watch my previous attempts at streaming F1 2020, it was hideous when I had it on the 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. It was just absolutely shockingly unplayable and complete gash. But when I dialed into the router settings and I changed it over to the 5 gigahertz, it was completely fine. Now, if you don't know how to do that, have a look at the back of your router, and there'll be a website address which is like 198.0.68.1 or something like that, those type of numbers. And there'll be a password, and you just go in and there's some settings, look at the Wi-Fi settings, and you will have probably 2.4 gigahertz or 5 gigahertz. What I needed to do, because mine had got both of them switched on, and then your device chooses which one, but I couldn't force my computer to choose 5 gigahertz, and it was going for the 2.4. So I had to turn off the 2.4, and then it had no choice but to go to the 5 gigahertz. Once I'd done that, it was brilliant. Now, if you live in a very, very big house with lots of walls, then 2.5 gigahertz has a broader area signal. It's a signal that goes a greater distance and it travels through walls quite well, whereas 5 gigahertz doesn't travel through walls very well, and it's a smaller radius as well. So if you live in quite a small house without loads of thick walls, then 5 gigahertz is probably fine for you anyway. But if you switch it over to 5 in order to play this, and then you realise that your phone don't connect to Wi-Fi very well when you're sitting in the back bedroom or whatever, that's the reason. So if you can, then leave them both on and see if you can force your computer to connect to the 5 gigahertz one, because it makes a huge difference. You've got to be on 5 gigahertz. On 2.4, the games were just absolutely unplayable. They really were. Total gash. I've showed you that. This, just about connecting your controller. That's all it is, really. Friends and my profile. What is in here that we can look at? Nothing really. Right, that's the lot. Leave comments. Hopefully someone watching this video has found, like, it wouldn't be hard to find it though, would it? Just search on Google. But yeah, Brandon definitely has this free for 3 months before he starts paying $8.99. I got it for 1 month. He thought he'd got 1 month as well, and then yesterday I was chatting to him and he says, oh, I haven't got to pay anything till April, because we were looking at our accounts and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's it's definitely available. There was something going on a few weeks ago where he took advantage of that. I only signed up a couple of days after him, but I didn't get that. I got the 1 month one. I mean, I might cancel this and see, but $8.99 a month ain't much anyway, is it? I mean, I'm not buying a console from them. I'm not buying a controller. I'm not buying the games. And I didn't pay for Google Chrome. So, I mean, I've got to start giving them some money soon. Otherwise, they won't be able to make any more games. But I honestly think with what's going on with Xbox Game Pass buying up studios and what have you, when that comes out in September as a browser format like this, as opposed to just something on your phone, I think that would be brilliant. I can't wait for that. Right, see you all soon, guys. Take care and have a wonderful whatever it is, wherever you are. Bye-bye.